Hello everyone, Om Shanti. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna, and we're here to talk about being present today. That is such a hard thing to do nowadays for many people because it feels like you're always running to the next meeting, the next scene of your life, the next to-do. And at the same token, you don't want to be doing that. But it feels like life is out of control for you. It's pulling you, it's moving you against your wish. Have you ever been in that situation? I can't tell you how many times I've felt that. And I remembered my mom. I never once saw her rush. And when she had the dementia, it's like, even though the dementia is one dimension, she was very present. And in her being present, she was in a space of love. She was like a child, like a baby. And when you look at a baby, they're always in that place, like self-reflective. They're aware of their feelings or emotions. They're in their sentient self. There's like a trust when you're present. It's like when you're present, you hand yourself over to God and you trust God is going to make everything work for you. And maybe that is the struggle of the 21st century. That majority of the population is afraid of being present because they're not used to things being easy for them. I have a friend that has a beautiful property on Fisher Island. And once in a while, I'll go and see her and spend some time there. I'll take the whole family. Sister Gita used to love going there. And we have to drive the car on a ferry. And you would sit in the car and the ferry would just take you from Miami's port over to the island. And you would sit in the car. You'd look at the water. You'd look at the buildings. A little jump here and there because of the waves. It's like it was just so beautiful. And there was one time that I was on that ferry and I realized the power of being present. That when you are fully present, you have God's energy with you. And then God's energy works through you to make things easy for you. You don't have to keep laboring and working so hard, but it requires a lot of, I don't know if it's faith or trust. I use the word trust because to be present is like, it's an intuitive energy. Because you have to be soul conscious. And that means to be aware of all your positive qualities. And then after being self-conscious, you have to be open to God's energy. Think about it. So when you're self-conscious and you're in this positive state of yourself, things will work out for you. Things will be fine. Life is good. Everything is good. People are good. My destiny is good. Baba, God, come, let's make this happen. You're still in being present. When you're present, it becomes a present. Gifts will come for you. Gifts that you never even planned show up for you. Gifts that are beyond your imagination because you trusted. There's something innately recorded in the soul which is called memories. In our sessions of Raj Yoga, we call it the sanskaras. And the sanskaras have a uncanny ability to kind of hold you. And even though you want to go, the sanskaras are holding you, and almost like it's pounding you to remember something of the past. Or it's trying to speed you up for something of the future. And you don't feel present. You're either scared because of something in the past, and you think whatever happened in the past or whatever you did in the past, it's going to catch you up in the future. Or you're either in the future trying to get way ahead of yourself and you're unclear of what that looks like. But in that moment of being very present, it's like I completely surrender. I surrender completely. And I'm going to trust the process. So let's take a look at what Daddy Janki is saying about living in the present. Ready? Let's see if I learned anything from her. The most important thing is to pay attention to the present moment and make it positive despite what has happened in the past. Wow. If you keep the past alive in the present by thinking that shouldn't have happened, or it would have been better that way, then your future won't be good. Having trust in the universe, or whatever you might like to call it, means trusting that whatever has happened until now is fine. It is finished. And it is the best thing that could have occurred. You can't change what has happened now. Having trust in the universe means making your present well intended and not worrying about the future. If your present is right, it is guaranteed that your future will be right too. Wow, I love that line. This is very deep wisdom. My experience tells me that the past can even be transformed if my present moment is right. So even if I made a mistake yesterday or committed a sin this morning, I need now to do such acts of charity, perform such elevated actions that I make others forget the mistakes I made. Wow. Keep doing good, no matter what. If you do good, positive and well-intended actions now, others will forget the wrong deeds you did this morning. Say, for instance, that you got angry with me half an hour ago. If I do remind you, then I spoil my present. Because then you will react again saying, "Why did you do that?" And I will say, "You did do that, didn't you?" That is not right. So true, no? How we're so used to you. Then my future gets spoiled. But to have trust, such a big word, everyone. But to have trust in the universal drama will make us more sensible. If you keep looking back at your past, you will keep experiencing pain. You will be upset, and you will be unhappy. And then you will start crying. When I think about what happened in the past, tears will come. True. And it doesn't matter whose fault it was. Don't feel guilty about anything. Because this will make you keep crying. Don't be angry with somebody because she doesn't realize her guilt. This will spoil your relationship with her. You know, when you're trying to prove to somebody they did something wrong to you, then nobody will be your friend. It's a deep point. I'm going to read it one more time. If you keep looking back at your past, you will keep experiencing pain. You'll be upset. Who is Daddy talking to today? And you will be unhappy. And you'll cry. When I think about what happened in the past, I cry, Daddy says. It doesn't matter whose fault it was. Don't allow yourselves to feel guilty. Do not feel guilty about anything, because this will make you keep crying. Don't be angry with somebody because they don't realize their guilt, because this will spoil your relationship with them. Then nobody will want to be your friend. So it's important to recognize that time and people are your friends. Become your own friend too, to make your future good. Wow. Is there another way? Sure is. That session comforted my heart. And Daddy says, you don't have permission to feel guilty about something that happened 10 lives ago, 10 weeks ago, yesterday. But at the same token, you just can't carry on doing whatever you want to do and hurting everything along the way. At some point, you must understand yourselves, but also the trust factor. And I did not read this before I sat here with you. I had just opened it up and it said living in the present. I didn't read it. But the connection between trust and being present is one of the highest spiritual practice one can do. So let's go into our reflection on living in the present from Daddy's words. Are you ready? Take a deep breath in. In silence, I give myself time and space. Right now, I say to myself, whatever has happened has happened. So even if I think about it being wrong, and it won't change, I know if I dwell on the past, it will make the present feel bad too. I know if I dwell on the past, it will make my present feel bad too. It will stop me from having the zeal and enthusiasm to do good things today. Now I know yesterday has passed. This morning has passed. It's finished. Done. Whatever has happened for me is good. And whatever is going to happen for me will be good. The present moment is in my hand. And so is my future. I know the past cannot come back into my life. Om Shanti. It's a really pocketbook of jewels here. Wonderful. Dear brother, what is our awakened intelligence saying about living in the present moment? Living in the present moment means fully experiencing and engaging with the here and now without being distracted by thoughts about the past or future. It involves being mindful and aware of your current surroundings, emotions, and sensations, accepting them without any judgment. When you're present, you're not preoccupied with regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, allowing you to find peace and clarity in each moment. This practice of mindfulness or meditation can enhance your ability to focus, improve relationships, reduce stress, and cultivate a deeper appreciation for life as it unfolds. Living in the present often requires letting go of distractions and cultivating an awareness of your thoughts, feelings, and actions as they arise. Fantastic. Since I've been diving into Daddy's book, it's been opening up so much for me. Is it the same for you too? It's challenging me to go higher, Jen. Is it the same for you? Let's go to the Sister Gita effect and hear what she has to say.
The robber of enthusiasm, seeing, noting, and speaking about the defects of others. We have enough going on inside. Why should I pick up extra rubbish? So here is the key of enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is the master key to feeling great. It acts like a double energy boost, keeps the self extremely positive behind the pull of negativity, while simultaneously making others feel uplifted too. It's as if enthusiasm opens a window on sticking other people from a narrow state of mind, gloom, or despondency. Enthusiasm gives us faith in the reality of other possibilities. The word enthusiasm is derived from the Greek word enthusiasmos, meaning to be in God or to be in the divine. When we are spiritually alive and in tune, we are able to see, think, feel, and act in new and creative ways if faced with a blocked situation. For example, a person with enthusiasm never sees a problem as a problem or an obstacle as an obstacle. They are lifted above the pole of fear, doubt, or pessimism. Instead, they bring about solution. They create bridges, and rather than fighting an obstacle, simply dissolve it. Enthusiasm is a therapy that breaks the gravity of negativity and shifts the type of mind stickiness that seems to trap people in a particular perspective or attitude, no matter how harmful it might be. To develop enthusiasm, have faith in the goodness of life and in the original goodness of the self and others. Believe that no matter what happens or what is happening now, No matter how sorrowful or incomprehensible something may appear to be now, behind the dark curtain there lies a hidden lesson or an unforeseen benefit. Whatever is happening good and whatever is to happen in the future is even better yet. Such enthusiasm gives us strength and direction when our thoughts spiral out of control or spin in tiring circles. It is also great therapy for a wounded heart. When your emotions such as resentment, hurt, pride, and rejection drain our goodwill and spontaneity. Enthusiasm is such an important factor in feeling great that in India, a goddess has been created to represent this creative, benevolent, and uplifting energy. That goddess's name is Uma, and she is constantly invoked for well-being. So come on, everyone, let's invoke the goddess Uma. Om Shanti. Have a day full of enthusiasm.
Such a beautiful session. These sessions are amazing. I'm just loving Daddy's book. I just want to keep offering them. Anyway, thank you for your time and energy, and put your thoughts in the comments as well. And I just want us to hold a moment of being present, just here and now. Here we are together with each other. You're in your environment. I'm here in my environment. And collectively at the same time, we might be thinking about it's time that we trust. We trust our destiny. We trust the drama of life, that if I just let go of all the control of relationships, control of money, control of projects, assignments, control of people, kids, just internally, God's love is going to make me do everything that flows. You trust that. I have to be responsible. I have to do this. I have to go here. I have to cook. I have to clean. I have to meet these people. I have to finish this lifeline. I've got to finish the show on time. Things is happening. The Meditation Museum. Just trust. Just be present. You and the love of God in your heart. And make everything work out. All right, thanks everyone for joining us again and spending your 30 minutes with us. Please keep sending in your comments about ideas and thoughts that you'd like to cover and share. And if you're ever in the Washington area, please stop by the Meditation Museum. Or just feel free to join us online. But in the meanwhile, just appreciate your moments. Just love them. And in order to increase your love as a person for you, just practice loving people the same way. Just giving love to everyone in the same way. And watch what happens inside. Thank you for joining us in the next normal. It's our fortune to have you with us. Take care. Om Shanti.
From a land of ancient wisdom comes a voice for a modern generation. A voice of calm in a world of chaos. A voice of clarity in a world of confusion. Now she is bringing her unique blend of light-hearted humor and profound spiritual understanding to the U.S., the Caribbean, and Panama.
You don't start walking a marathon the first day.